3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. All right, mic check looks good. Very good. 3, 2, 1, a bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. So glad you're here, guys. So glad you're here. We're gonna be changing up the format just a little bit. I'm gonna try my absolute best based off of that comment, and I'm always looking for ways to make the stream better. So the comment the other day was, it takes you too long to get on. So I have it now for less than 2 minutes. So just kind of give you a heads up. That's what we're going to be working on moving forward. So if you have suggestions, please let me know. I'm trying to make this the best channel that I possibly can. In addition to that, I'm also thinking about, well, it's going to happen. If you want a coin to be kind of like a deep thought process, of course, you'll have the coin and then also say learning. But if you just want the coin in the setup, just put the coin in the setup, or the coin and I'll just give you the setup. So I think that would help out tremendously as well. Now, granted, it's going to be difficult for me because I love teaching. But if you just want the coin, then I just give you the coin. Boom. But if you want coin/learning, then of course, I'll go, this is where you would set your stop loss, and this is the reason why, etc., etc. So I think that'll help. But we'll see. All right, let's see here. But I just want everybody to know that I love teaching, so it's going to be difficult for me. All right, moving on. Thank you guys for everybody who's here. Definitely, of course, smash the like. It really does help support the channel. We're going to go over your chat in just a second. And yeah, definitely, Obi-Wan, I'll let you know that. So here we go on the daily. This is the crypto bubbles. On the daily, we have Doge up 10%. Who would have thought? Popcat down almost 10%. We have Hex up. This is on the daily. What's going on in the hour? This is really surprising because Bitcoin is doing some things. And you would think that a bunch of people would be hyped right now in reference to longs. However, they may be getting out of their coins to get into Bitcoin. So that's what we might be seeing right now. Of course, BNB is up not even 1% on the hour. Pro, not even 0.5%. HNT, barely over 1%. So that's my thought process on that. All right, let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin, let's zoom out. I like zooming out. I really like zooming out. So this is, of course, here's the market structure for the week. This is on the weekly time frame. Okay, so that's the market structure. And we do have an SFP, which basically means swing failure pattern. Fancy word for saying there's a wick. That's all that is. There's a wick. This is saying that there's a lot of buying pressure right here. A lot of buying pressure. Let's see here. And that makes this a strong low, because if the price comes down here, it might come up. So let's see here. Ian says, I was thinking the same. Why are all those red? Yep. Something's going on right now. So all this in here is internal structure. So that means the price can go up and down. It really doesn't matter. If it breaks this, it's going to continue the downtrend. I want to show you something, guys. I'm actually working on this. This is going to be another PDF just to kind of help with the whole thought process. There is going to be a paid version, of course, and a free version, but this will be the free version. And I'm going to have just information to help help you learn. And so this is basically what I'm showing you right now. In the bigger picture, we're in the downtrend. We have a high, lower high, lower high. We have a low, lower low, lower low. So anything that's inside of this lower high, well, this lower high, and anything above this lower low is called internal structure. Until the price action makes a new higher high, or a new, well, really a higher high, because it's going to change the trend, then the trend is changing. And this is why I'm always saying, yes, you know, we do have a high, then a higher high, and a higher high. This is exciting, but keep in mind, this is internal structure. Anything can happen inside here. It can go all the way up here, come all the way down. But once we start creating higher highs and higher lows, then that's what it is. I see here, Joe says, I like the shirt. Says a lot about the wearer. Yes. And all right, yeah, it's one of my shirts that the company that I would work for, they would give us shirts like once a year. So I have a few of them, a few different colors, a few different ones too. Some of them just say, you know, what does the one say? Take care and move on, or I don't know, be patient. I don't know, but yeah, it's a house shirt. Today's a nice, comfortable day. All right, here, missing 2 letters, complete. Not sure what letters it means. Let's see here. So on this, I do see this as internal structure, because that's what it is. We have the lower high and the lower low. So price can do anything in here. Can do anything in here. Now, what I'm looking for, and what everybody's looking for, is for the price to make a higher high. So if you do want this, and this is I'm working on this actually today and maybe even tomorrow, depending on how much stuff I have as far as DMs and updating the group as far as our trades go. But I'm hoping to put this in the Patreon, and this is free. This is free. There's a free section. So I strongly recommend, if you're not a member of the Patreon, become a member. You can join for free, and this will be in there. Of course, I have some paid stuff in there as well. You can look around, see if you like stuff. But this is definitely, I think I have some paid stuff in there. But this is definitely something that you want. All right, but moving forward, this right here, once again, we're approaching our targeted high. It's exciting. This is exciting. This is our targeted high. We're approaching it. Will we break it? And if so, will it be an SFP? Will it be something like this, where we have our, let's change this to green, and let's change the opacity. Will it be a candle that produces this? This is saying that they're selling pressure, and now this area would become weak, and this will stay strong. So just kind of give you a heads up. We're still looking at this. We're just seeing what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen until after the fact. We can only see what we have in the moment. Just for example, when we saw this coming down, okay, fine. You know, here's our target down here. You know, coming down here, fair value gaps, order blocks, lower time frames. This is what we might see, but then it found support. A lot of buying pressure, and now it's coming up. So for this week, we still have 4 days. 4 days. See here. Joe says, Joe, it's your name. Oh, yes. Yeah, so, you know, when they say, no way, Jose, I now say, no way, me. No way, me. No way, Jose. All right. Let's see here. Now let's go to the daily time frame. What do we see on the daily time? Man, we see a lot of nice movement. Lots of nice movement. And on this nice movement, we do have our breakage structure. And if you zoom in, you'll see it's a breakage structure. So this, not only do we have a strong weekly low, but we have a strong daily low. So that's just saying that if the price action comes down here, and it's allowed to, because now this is the internal structure for the daily. If it comes down here, then we break this. Well, we still have our other one before we actually break the larger structure. So if you have any coins, guys, let me know. If you have any coins right now, I'm stalling. Not sure if you know that, but I'm stalling. I'm going to go over Obi-Wan's question in just a moment. Let's see here. For the 4-hour time frame, we have another break of structure to the upside, creating another strong low. Now, once again, inside here, we have a bunch of fair value gaps, order blocks, so the price action could potentially come and get those areas, and it'd be okay. You know, right now, this is the internal structure for the 4-hour. If it breaks the internal structure for the 4-hour, well, then now we have the daily. If it breaks the internal structure of the daily, well, then we have the weekly. So this is pretty much how it works. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and hide our. What I like to do is hide the actual path. We'll leave that there. So on the 1-hour time frame, yeah, I know Reef, man. I was looking at that like 2 days ago. That sucker just dumped. So what I do is I look at a bunch of coins, guys. I'm in the charts all day, literally. And I saw that what happened to Reef, and I was like, oh man, the RSI is low. The it just dumped. This would be a great bounce. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait. It's like, is it gonna bounce? Oh no. Let's see here. So for the 1-hour time frame, we have an SFP. So the SFP is saying that there's a lot of selling pressure. There's a possibility that it might lose its strength and come down. It might come down. So if that's the case, then of course we have this 1-hour targeted low where the price may come down to. And if it breaks it, well, as long as it doesn't break the strong low, we're still in good shape. Because once again, this is the internal structure for the 4-hour, and it can go anywhere it wants. Now let's zoom in, and let's actually go into the 15-minute time frame. So on the 15-minute time frame, oh yeah, we have this. So this is all internal. This is all internal stuff. So in the 15-minute time frame, I don't want you to see this and like, how can you do anything? So here it had a break of structure to the upside, so that makes this strong. So if the price comes down here, we're hoping for a bounce here because it's a 15-minute strong low. However, the higher time frames hold more weight. So it could easily break through this, even though it's a strong, and then come down here to the 1-hour targeted low. All right, moving on. Well, let's go to the 15, let's go to the 5-minute. Let's really zoom in. So on the 5-minute time frame, we do have a break of structure. So we have a strong low. So hopefully the price action, if you're bullish or if you're in longs, it will break the targeted high on the 5-minute time frame, come up to the strong high on the 1-hour time frame, maybe get rejected, only to come back up and destroy the 1-hour strong high to come up to our weekly targeted high. This is the overall, the macro goal is to break this high. Now, does that mean that it will? No, it can do whatever it wants. It can come down here, get some more fair value gaps, order blocks, etc., etc. All right, so that is a Bitcoin in a nutshell. I do hope you enjoyed the thought process when it comes to Bitcoin and what I think might possibly happen based off of market structure. Now, of course, this is something that is very important. Let's go ahead and just hide all this. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame and let's just kind of see what this starts. Let's go to 1 hour. I like looking at the 1 hour. I really do. So here's our 1 hour. And this is what I usually tend to keep it on. Okay. All right, so now let's go and let's check out some of your, so let me show you coins that I like. And it just depends. It depends on the category. So let's just look at the top 100. So coins that I like and the reasons why. For one, I love BNB. BNB is going to be a let's see here. Yeah, okay. So BNB, I really love it. BNB is the Binance coin. Now, of course, last season, BNB shook the world of the crypto space because they created a very cheap alternative to Ethereum as far as transaction fees. And people became millionaires because of this. Now, do I think CZ, the owner of Binance, is going to let Solana or another chain or coin take over and rule this one? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the dude's too brilliant. He's going to probably create something else to where it's going to do something. I don't know. But I do like BNB for that reason, what it did last season. And they're not one to just, you know, a one-hit wonder type thing. Now, this one is a huge market cap, $87 billion. Does that mean that it can't do a 5X? No, it can do a 5X. It can do a 3X for sure. 5X possible. Does it mean that it can do a 5X in 3 months? No. That's what the lower market cap coins are for. Lower market cap coins, they can do 5Xs in a few months. Depending on how low the market cap is, depending on their community, depending on a whole bunch of stuff. So don't go looking for low cap coins. They're like, oh, this one's 1.2 million. Let me put so much money into this, because you will be the one that makes the price go up. All right. Man, my nose itches. All right. Next one, Solana. I used to like it. I don't like it because they kind of fibbed all of their results, you know, because there was a lot of buzz in the market, like Solana has the most wallets, or has a whole bunch of wallets. Solana has a whole bunch of activity, everything like that. Well, it turns out Solana was actually paying all these influencers that weren't saying that they were disclosing. They weren't saying that they were getting paid by Solana to pump Solana. So I kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. XRP is my favorite one to talk trash on. I don't like XRP. Don't like it. I had you, huh? You're like, oh, he changed. No. Ton. I love Ton. Ton coin is from Telegram. And, well, you can read up on it. So what I would recommend doing is, of course, you can just click on it and then go to the about. And then it tells you what the Ton coin is. Some say Ton, some say Ton. It's what it is. So this one, it's a native token. Current cryptocurrency, a decentralized layer 1 blockchain, the open network Ton, the Ton blockchain, blah blah, etc., etc. More information. They then named Telegram open network with the native cryptocurrency named Gram, blah blah blah, etc., etc. More information. So definitely read up on all this stuff. Okay. So I do like Ton. Cardano, don't like it. It takes too long to do anything. I held it for a long time, didn't do anything, sold it, then of course it moved. Go figure, after holding it for like forever. But I don't like Cardano. I love Charles Hopkinson. He is very involved in the community, but coin doesn't move. So I don't like that one. I mean, all these, I mean, I like. Chainlink, I love. Chainlink, I love. It is I call it the Bitcoin of oracles. Not only that, but it's leading in security as well when it comes to cross-chain interoperability. I strongly recommend you do your research on Link. I do like it. For $11, I think it's a steal. I really do. For this one, it's a 7 billion market cap. Same thing for this one. I think you can do a 3 to 5x easy. Polkadot, I used to love it last season. This season, no one's talking about it, but that could be a good thing. Getting it for under $5, in my opinion, is a steal. I think this can also do a 3 to 5x, even with the market cap as what it is. Near Protocol is another good one. This one, I really didn't know much about it. I still don't. I just know that it likes to move. I'm surprised it hasn't come down. But a lot of people like this one, though, prior to the pump. Let's see here. Aptos is another good one, but as far as the ones that I really, really like, going down the list, ICP is down tremendously. Do I think ICP will go back to all-time high? No, not even close. However, there's a chance. You know, ICP has a whole bunch of, it's a huge umbrella. Kind of reminds me of DOT, where they had a whole bunch of stuff going on for them. So I think ICP will do some numbers, 3 to 5x leverage again. I mean, 3 to 5x gains. FET, I love FET. I love FET. This one, I believe also 3 to 5x returns. Caspa, everybody loves Caspa. Everybody loves Caspa. Same thing, 3 to 5x. Then I know I'm naming a lot. I love Render. Man, I really love Render. Same thing, 3 to 5x. This is AI. Let's look what it is. So all you do is you go to the About section on this. Not only that, but also go to their website. So Render Network is a leading provider for decentralized GPU. So what they're doing, this is an RWA. What they're doing is they're actually using, and now this is not unique. There's a, like, I love Live Peer Token, LPT. Does the same thing, where it utilizes other people's GPUs. It reminds me back in the day, allegedly, of Napster, where you can, there's a file, and as you're sharing it, it gets faster for others to also download it, to also share it. And that's pretty much what Render's doing. It's with GPUs. So people that need the GPU process speed, they're getting it from everybody who's sharing their GPU processor speed or GPU. And I think it's brilliant. I mean, so that's why I love Lightpeer Token as well. And Lightpeer Token, so this one is $2.77 billion. Lightpeer Token, LPT, Larry, Paul, Tom. It's a much lower market cap. So that means that Lightpeer Token has the ability to supersede the amount of X's. So this one, 3 to 5x, Lightpeer Token, 5 to 10x, maybe. Now, you have to have the right community behind your project though. And Lightpeer Token is an actual working project from last season. All right, moving on. So I do like that one. So here, there's a lot in here that I do like, but the ones that I'm pointing out are the ones that like I really like. There's some you might say, how come you're passing H-bar, and how come you're passing the graph, and how come you're passing, I mean, they're all good. All these tokens are good. Let's see here, Jupiter. I love Jupiter. Jupiter is the #1 DEX on Solana. Jupiter has a market cap of 1.1 billion. Do I think you can do a 3 to 5x? Sure do. Sure do. Everybody loves Jupiter. I love Jupiter. The other one is Radium. Radium is #2. Radium is #2. So take notes of the market caps. The lower market caps can do more X's. However, only if they have the right community, only if they have the right marketing, only if they have the right, just people behind them. Here, I hear you, Al. I hear you, man. Let's see here. Going down the list, again, there's a lot of great ones. Ondo's another great one, 3 to 5x. Let's see here. I love this one, LDO. Now, there's a lot of projects now that do this, where you can stake your Ethereum, but you don't have to have an entire Ethereum. And before, like on certain ones that you stake, you have to have a whole Ethereum. But now you can do fractions of Ethereum. There was one that somebody had pointed out to me, I think it was yesterday or the day before, where I didn't know anything about the coin, and I looked into it. It's like, what it sounds like is you can stake it on multiple platforms. That to me is like really good in my opinion. But I forgot what coin that was. See, we got Jasmine, we got BitTorrent, we got Aerodome Finance. This is another really good one. Joe, you put like 40 on my list already. Can't help it, man. Like once you know about these coins, it's really hard to say, you know what? I'm only gonna do 5 points. Now, one thing to do is maybe have 2 coins, maybe even 3 per category. One of the categories could be AI. Another category could be RWA, real world asset. Another category could be, let's see here, AI, gaming. So those might be the top 3 categories. So now you only have 9 tokens that you're concentrating your money in. Other ones you're trading here and there, but if you're going for like a moon bag, you know, put it into categories. That's why it's really important to do this. Aerodome Finance, this one is really good. This one is the main exchange for base, so definitely look into this one. If, again, none of this is financial advice, this is just for entertainment purposes. Never take financial advice from a person on the internet. Never. Let's see here. Beam, this one lower market cap, and this one it's gaming. I don't know much about it, but people tend to like it, so that, take it for that what it is. See, Orti's another good one, but as far as the ones that I really like, we're gonna do just one more. Just people talk about Pendo a whole bunch. I don't know much about it, but people talk about it a whole bunch. Now this one I'm really surprised with. So Sand last season, man, they had land for sale, and it was going for millions of dollars for imaginary land on the internet. Millions of dollars. Kind of reminds me of those JPEGs for sale, you know, the NFTs. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just saying. You had Snoop Dogg. He had a million, I don't know how many millions of dollars for land. You had BitBoy, millions of dollars of land. You have Atari, the gaming system, millions of dollars of land. You had all these companies, $1 million of land, internet fake, imaginary land. Now, why am I saying all this? Do I think, especially the influencers that put a whole bunch of money into it, let's say they didn't get out, let's say they held it, and then they didn't want to sell it when it was 70% off or 70% down. Let's say they held it. In my opinion, they're gonna be very they're gonna talk about it. They're gonna be inclined to talk about it, so it can pump their bags. So, but I'm really surprised with Sand, really. All right, moving on. Superverse, is this the one from that dude who has a YouTube? I forget his name. And it's like a whole bunch of big influencers. I don't know their names. I don't watch them. I tend to not watch big YouTubers. But let me know if you know who I'm talking about. Elio Trades. Is this from Elio Trades? Yeah. Obi-Wan knows. Is this from Elio Trades? Is it? Because I remember it used to be called Super, I believe. But then they changed their name to, I guess, Superverse. Very big coin, in my opinion, for gaming. There in every game. Yeah. So I think that's the one. And if it is, then this would be very smart to get, because guess who's going to talk about it if this is the one? I don't know. I just need a confirmation. One sentence. Yes, Superverse is by Elio Trades. I need that confirmation. If not, I can look it up. But I don't want people getting this one with the inclination of, or thought process of, hey, that's the one from Elio Trades. But if it is, this is one that, okay. So this Superverse is from Elio Trades. And in my opinion, I think this will be could it go up to all-time high of $3.50? I believe so. That's a 3x right there. Could it do a 5x? Shoot, man. Because of this, the one behind it and the people behind it, the other influencers that, you know, pretty much teamed up with him, this could do a 7x, maybe even a 10x. But not financial advice. I have no idea. I don't hold this coin. I do need to get it though. Let's see here. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. There's a lot of other good ones too, but I want to show you this right here. This is what I was looking for. Radium. Now remember, the other one was $1.1 billion, Jupiter. Well, the number 2 DEX on Solana is Radium, and this is only 531 million. Could this do a 5x? Yeah. Could it do a 10x? Much easier than Jupiter. But, however, can it do that? Does it have the right people behind the coin? Does it have the right people for advertising and everything else? Does it have the big community? That's one thing that you have to think about. All right. And of course, I do like Cake. Cake was one of my moon coins last season. Went from $3 to $15. I couldn't believe it. And do I think it's going to do it again? I hope so. I have some Cake. I'm down quite a bit. But I do hope it comes up. Well, I know it'll come up. All right. Yeah, Alex Becker, that's who it was, who we partnered with. And I think some other people too. All right, so I'm going through the chat really quick. Let's see here. So we answered Obi-Wan's question in reference to what coins do I like. So I hope you did enjoy that, and the reasons why. I think it's really important to understand why. And just saying, instead of just saying, oh, I like Radium and Cake and Rose and blah, blah, it's like, okay, but what are they and what do they do? So I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see here. Did this come up? There we go. Let's see here. Going over the chats. Let's look at Reef really quick. Let's look at Reef really quick. So let's go to minus this. Let's go to this. And let's go to YouTube. Obi-Wan. Yeah, man, no problem, man. I'm here to give you my knowledge, to let you know what I know. So here, Obi-Wan says, I sold dots, ADA, ETH, and 1/3 of my XRP. Yeah, I love Link. I love Link too. All right, so let's look at Reef, USDT, and we'll look at MEXC. Let's just do the regular coin. So if we look on the weekly, I don't know what all this was. You know, it had a really nice pump. I mean, after a series of dumps, had a really nice pump. And is it going to take it all back, or is it at least going to keep, 50% or 40%? We don't know. So daily time frame, we can see it came down really hard, aggressive. Then it went sideways a little bit, coming up, and it's coming down again. Go 4-hour time frame here. It's not looking too good as far as all the buys and sells. I forget what the market cap is, but I know it's very low, and I should have looked at it before I got out of that thing. So let's look at it really quick. So Reef, and like I said, I was actually looking at this one the other day. 50 million for the market cap. This is the market cap. And of course, I like coming down here to the tags, go and select all, just so let's see what it is. It's a wallet, boring. Metaverse, gaming, okay. Web3. Let's go to their website, just really quick. I haven't been to the website in a couple years, probably. So blockchain, blah, blah, best of the world, etc. Oh no, wait, I definitely looked at this one the other day. Boring. More information, still don't know what it does. Where's the games? Talks about building, community, investors. Okay, I'm bored. All right, so moving on. So here, the market cap. Oh yeah, I hate everything. Here, the market cap is this. So let me go ahead and do this, just so I can hide everything. I don't know why I did that. Okay. So market cap is 50 million. So this means it can move up and down really fast, really easy. Let's see here. It went up and it just came down. Right now it's in this range, really. It's kind of like the danger zone right now. Between here. Try that again. Let's see here. Between here and here is pretty much a danger zone. We gotta wait. We got to wait and see what's going to happen. I mean, if it does come up, have a stop loss right inside this box, because it can come in this box and who knows how long it'll come down. Yeah, we can check AVAX. But this one right now, we have a low, higher low, higher low, then a lower low, then possible higher lows. Lots of sell pressure. I'd be careful with this one. So let's go to AVAX USDT.P, because I like doing a leverage. Okay, let's hide all this mumbo jumbo. Hide all of this mumbo jumbo. Okay. So looking at this one on the daily time frame, always zoom out, look at what's going on. All right, so we're starting to form this bow. We have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So we're still in the downtrend until we break this high. Now we may be starting an uptrend. We have our lower lows. So what we could do is, I have it right here. We could do this, do this, do this. I don't like it, not too many touches. Don't like that either. Like we would have to do this to this full extent. So this would be, you know, kind of the middle point. It only touched down here once, came over here this way, and now we have, so what I'm doing is I'm showing you the trend, you know, the downtrend, and then here we have the trend changing. We have the trend changing. Now, of course, it's not confirmed until it breaks this, you know, the high, the most recent high. Here, I have high hopes for AGI, Flow, Gala, Link, XLM, Sand, C98, OGN, FET, PRB. Yes. Yeah, I like PRB as well. I like FET. I like most of the ones that you have on there. I don't know much about Flow and C98. But a lot of people talk about Gala. A lot of people talk about Gala. All right. So here, this is on the daily time frame. This is on AVAX. We can see that the trend is starting to change. Once it'll be confirmed once we break this next high. You know, once you break one high, it's kind of like breaking out of a it's kind of like a bear trap. So price comes down, comes up. You have one candle that formed here. Is this a bear trap? No, it's only one candle. It can come back down. But if it comes up here and it has one candle, it has two candles, okay, it's possibly a bear trap. Has three candles, okay, the more candles it has, now it's confirmed, okay, this is a bear trap. So same thing with this one. You know, we had a higher low or higher high. The trend didn't change. It's possibly starting to change, but once we break more highs, we can confidently say this is an uptrend. Hopefully that makes sense. And of course, the higher time frames, the more weight it holds. Let's see here. So for AVAX, I like it. Go and hide this. So for me personally, I would need it to break above this level. So, well, actually this level, the one we were just talking about. I'd have an alert here, and the candle has to close above that level that I just did. Now, what is the price range tool say? The difference is 20%. Now, for me personally, you know, this is a safer move. You know, we're risking not gaining an extra 20%. However, we're also reducing the likelihood of possible price action, you know, coming. We enter right now, price action coming down, coming up, creating a lower high, coming down, doing a lower low, coming up, doing a higher high, a higher low, comes up here to this area, and then so that's why I would not enter at the current moment, is because we have this area of possible rejection. Now, granted, I'm okay losing 20%, or rather not getting an extra 20% to reduce the likelihood of getting stopped out. Now, there's different occasions for everything. You know, we may see that This was, now if this high was higher, then it's okay, more than likely it's continuing the uptrend. But right now, since it made a lower high, this is showing that it's possibly getting weak. Here the hype shifted. Okay, so let's catch up with some of this. So this is what I would do in this case. Dot has made no, yeah, Dot has no marketing, yeah, sadly enough, and that's important. That's very important, super important. Okay, here Obi-Wan says, I bought every coin you mentioned. LOL. Awesome. Again, not financial advice. So I already had them. Good, good. All right, so let's here. We checked AVAX. Okay. The Obi-Wan, or Ian wants to know from Obi-Wan, what game coin would you pick? And Obi-Wan says Beam and Super. Good to know. I'm not too involved in the game coins, but that's very good to know. A lot of people talk about Beam, and Super only makes sense because, well, for one, it's, you know, the influencers have they will be very motivated to talk about their coin. See here, you could still make gains on Gala. Here, maybe we can check Gala. Gala, the price action. Gala USDT. This one we'll just look at Binance so we can see more price action. I like it. See here, Metaverse, play to earn, NFTs, gaming. So copy, delete everything, paste. All right, so for Gala, of course, it's come down quite a bit, starting to possibly find its bottom, start to get higher lows, higher highs. So this is a good thing. Came down, broke this internal high or low, depending on which way you're looking at it. I'm looking at it from the uptrend perspective. I like it. So in order for me to consider this coin, I would have to break this level, of course, and we would have to close above this number, 0.02456, 78, 9, 10, no wait, 0.02465. And for this one, 4-hour candle close is fine. And just have a tight stop loss in case it does continue to dump. But I like it. It looks good. It looks like it's possibly ready to go up. Now, all of this just depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin has a really big pullback, which we might get at this weekly targeted high, there's a lot of shorts here. Then if it does get that pullback, then these coins will take longer to get to our alerts. Or if we get the alerts, then you might be in the trade, you might be doing well for maybe a week or two until Bitcoin does its thing, and then it dumps. So, give you a heads up. But from a TA perspective, it's looking good. I like it. Higher highs, higher lows. This low is lower than this one, but that's fine. It may on the next high, because this is internal. So this is your external stuff right here. So it can travel anywhere it wants inside this. We need to break this. But that's what I got. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? If not, that'll be the show. But we'll give it about 5 minutes. This is a good show. A lot of learning, even though I said we weren't gonna. It's really hard for me not to teach. Really hard. Very difficult. See, I admit I'm not as happy with Gala as I was. Man, there's one coin. Man, forget what that coin is. Man, it ruined me. We entered that coin like 3 or 4 times. Every time we entered it, we lost. I think it's called Fear. I think it's also a gaming or maybe comics or something. I'm guessing gaming. I don't know. But I think it's called Fear. But man, that one ruined me every single time. Let me pull it up, see if it is the one I'm thinking. I think it was called Fear. But this was last season. And every time, I think it is. Gotta go to the website. To see. While that's loading up, 1 million, very low market cap. Go to the all-time high. Oh, it had a little bitty pump in March and then a little bit in December. So this is what I look for, December and March. Very little pump, but you would think with this such low market cap that it would have done something more. You know, you have to also take into consideration the market cap, because this should, it should move. Yeah, so it's a game. Yeah, it's the one. And every time I entered it or posted it, it got ruined. It got wrecked. All right, moving on. So here, do you like DeFi Llama to research coins? I don't use DeFi Llama to research coins. What I use is CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. So this is one of them, a place I go to. This is another place I go to, CoinGecko. Always verifying that I'm a human. Always verifying that I'm a human. And then the other one that I like is CryptoRank.io. This is where I do most of my tokenomics, because it has a lot of really great information when it comes to, you know, the token unlocks, the, you know, funding rate or the funding rounds. So I do like that. Hey, we got Piper in the house. What's up, Army? Appreciate you, man. DeFi Llama is boss for total volume lock data. Yes. So, and that's why I really don't use it, because I don't use that information. But total volume lock data is important. I just don't use it. But let's see here. And of course, if y'all don't know, definitely check out Army Piper. He has a show. He has a dude's gonna take over. Like I'm telling you right now. If you don't know about him, you should. He has a early morning program. Good Morning Crypto. Then he has his show, and that one is at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that one's where you get all the alpha when it comes to the economy type stuff that leads the market. Then of course crypto charts and stuff like that. Then in the evening, Mondays through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, he has the nightcap. And then of course there's days where he goes on at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like right after this show, he goes on. So dude's killing it. Dude's killing it. He's gonna take over. Watch him. Let's see here. Army says we need you to be on the morning show soon, man. I can't do. Oh yeah, the 9:30 I can do. The 6 o'clock one. The only time I watch that is because I stayed up all night. There's no way I can do 6. Oof. Eastern time anyway. So here, we need you to be on the morning show so soon and get you on the Trade Academy afternoon show. Yeah, that'd be cool. To hear, I checked the live stream when they were talking, trash talking near. Really? So here, all right, good stuff. No, 9:30. Oh yeah, definitely 9:30. We can do 9:30. 9:30 I can do. Yeah, that early one's like, oof. All right. Let's see here. So there aren't any more questions, but just to let you know, guys, that I will be doing this. I'll be posting this more than likely, let's say tomorrow or the following day. Once, because I'm doing another PDF, and of course the link is in the description. Also in the pin. Did I pin the message? Also in the message that I am pinning right now. For you to get this on my Patreon account. Of course, the Patreon, this is free. So you can join as a free member, and there are stuff there. There's a lot of stuff there that I'm going to start putting that's for the free members. And then this, just to kind of help you out, so that everything's in one spot. Because I could put all this stuff on here on YouTube, but then you have to go and find which video it was from, and then where's the PDF, and one spot. Patreon's going to help us out with that. So with Patreon, it's all going to be there. Very easy to find. Download the PDFs that I'm going to be creating, and then it's for free. You know, I will have some paid content on there, but this one, I think it's super, super important for everybody to know, as far as, you know, identifying downtrends, uptrends, how to identify it. Not only that, but how to identify internal structure versus external structure. So when you see this, you're not getting super happy. It's like, oh, you know, we're going to the moon because we're creating higher highs. No, no, no. This is internal. Internal, we can go up, we can go down, doesn't matter. Once we break this, now we're okay, now we're talking. And once again, it's just like everything else with the trends or anything, you know, just because we had this was a low, but because we had this high, we could now consider this a high and this a higher high. However, the trend did not change yet. It's in the process of possibly changing. We have another higher high. So this is saying that the trend is on its way of confirming. The more higher highs you have, more higher lows you have, the stronger the confirmation of the change in trend. So I think that's very important. All right, let's see here. Everything else. The Obi-Wan says, thanks again, Joe, for everything you said. Yeah, man, appreciate you. Army says, we may have been trashing the charts at the moment, but not the project. Near the solid RWA. The Obi-Wan says, I was joking, Army. All right, good stuff. All right, guys, well, that's it for me. I do thank you very much. We do this every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If for some reason my internet is giving me issues or there's storms or what have you, make sure to follow me on Twitter, because on there I will keep you updated. Maybe I'm running late or maybe internet's not working. There you will be notified. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. And then, of course, make sure you download the PDFs that's going to help you make money. And once again, I want to make money with you, not because of you. So for that reason, this information that I'm going to provide to you is free. So I'll give you a heads up. Make sure to check out the Patreon. I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't feel like you always have to be in a trade. Don't chase these coins. Don't FOMO. If you see them pumping, don't chase them. If you see them dumping, don't chase them for a short. Let the trades come to you. Have a well thought out plan before you enter a trade. A plan consists of your entry and your exit. Be very, very careful, guys. I do thank you so much. I'm not sure what time it is your time, but it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. My name is Joe. This is Trading Tuition. As always, let's make this money. Take care. Good stuff, guys. You guys are the best. Love you guys. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much. We're gonna do this for about 10 seconds and then head on out. Take care.
Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money. Profits rain like monsoon. Pull up bear, we adapt